Hey y'all, Rick Fairless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punch Wally Garage, and Fearless Insurance. Good morning. Today is, October 20th, Friday, 2023, year of our Lord. Good morning. Happy Friday. I got some sleep last night, and it was wonderful. Feel much better today than I did yesterday. Today, in my life, the 365 project, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1975. That was the year I graduated from high school, me and my brother. And we used to work part-time at the Black Hawk, which was a kind of a country and western bar over here on Harry Hines. And my mom was the manager. My Uncle Alan owned it. There was a band that was like the house band for the Black Hawk, and the lead singer's name was Butch Lawson. And we may have talked about part of this before. Butch Lawson was your typical barfly, loudmouth, blowhard, thought he was God's gift to women, and my mom loved the guy. She thought he was wonderful. Me and Rand didn't care for him. Butch Lawson. So, I always would make fun of him, and my mom would get mad. So one day I was eating lunch at a place around the corner called Snappy's. It was called Snappy's Barbecue. The big sign out front said, hot barbecue and snappy service. So everybody just called it Snappy's. So when you went through the line and got your barbecue and you paid at the end of the line, where the cash register was, they had like a 3-foot square painted bright red, and in white letters on that square it said Deadbeats. And they would have the hot checks posted on there. And back then, people wrote checks all the time. I never did. I was a cash guy. But people wrote checks for everything. The way you use your credit card, people come in here and they buy a Red Bull and they put it on their credit card. Well, people used to write checks. And as I'm paying, you can't help but to look at the deadbeat list at Snappy's, and there was old Butch Lawson. I was so excited. I couldn't wait to get back to the Black Hawk and tell my mom that Butch Lawson is on the deadbeat file there at Snappy's. I told her that, and she didn't believe it. I said, "That's him, Mom." She said, "I don't think you read it right." And I said, "Mom, Butch Lawson is on the dead." And he was a deadbeat. That was a good one. All right, let's check that truck. Check that truck, you big... Woo! Woo! Look at these now. So these are kind of a dark grayish camo. Black logo. White soles. Black shoestrings. One eye down. Double knotted for safety. Those are some pretty handsome shoes, Mr. Fairless, and I'm not kidding. Well, thank you. Thank you. And I don't give out thank yous lightly. Thank you. Where'd that come from? 1, 2, 3. Seinfeld. Elaine. Dad joke. Honk if you like peace and quiet. Slang. So, everybody has flip-flops. When we were kids, we didn't call them flip-flops. They were called thongs, or we used to call them thong shoes. You would go to, the dime store, and they would be a big basket, and they would be shoved in there. And, you'd get a pair for like 50 cents or something. Pair of thong shoes. Did y'all ever call them that? Motivational minute. Smart people learn from everything and everybody. Listen up now. Smart people learn from everything and everybody. Average people learn from their experiences. Stupid people already know everything. The guy that comes in, or you work with, or the guy that lives down the street from you, and whatever you've done, he can top it. And he's a know-it-all, and he's a blowhard, and he's, Oh, yeah, I used to have a brother-in-law years ago, and my wife and I had gone to St. Louis, and he said, "Did you go up in that ark?" I said, "Yeah, we went up there. It's pretty cool. You can ride that train up in that ark there in St. Louis. That's a pretty cool deal." And he said, "You went all the way to the top?" And I said, "Yeah." And I was pretty proud, that I went in the ark and rode the train and all that. And he had to top me. He said, "You go all the way up to the top on that?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Did you see my initials carved in there?" He's that guy. Let's read that again. Smart people learn from everything and everybody. They're watching people. They're learning the do's and the don'ts. Average people learn from their experiences. We all learn from our experiences. We learn, what we did and what we should have done and what we need to do more of. Stupid people already know everything. There's 8 million examples, and you're thinking of one right now. You're thinking of that guy at the coffee pot where you work. You're thinking of that neighbor next door that every time you get outside and you start to mow the yard, he wants to tell you about the new mower he's got that's better than the one you got. That guy. Keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. Learn from what you see. Friday means live music. The weather's pretty perfect. You should come out Friday night, listen to some live music, enjoy some good burgers, deli sandwiches, chicken wings are really good. It's a fun place to hang out. The anniversary party is coming up October 27th, 28th, 29th. That will be a big deal. Friday means bike night. Maverick Harley Davidson, Longhorn Harley Davidson bike night here at Stroker's Ice House. We'd love to see you. And I'm going to leave you with this. Did you know that the most watched episode ever on TV for a TV show? The last episode of MASH. I watched it. It was a big deal. You remember that? You wanted to see if they got out of Korea or not. Okay. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you check out my online store, Strokers Dallas Merch, merch.com. We've got some new shirts on there. I'd like you to check them out. I'd like you to buy one, or a hat, or a shot glass, or something. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go find my thong shoes. Love you, bye.